Hey Cowboys Nation, are you ready for some thrilling quarterback dynamics this offseason? Let's dive into what's cooking at the Star in Frisco. Before we begin, don't forget to click, subscribe, and support the team as we explore the details. 8 years after stepping onto the NFL stage, Dak Prescott is now the seasoned veteran passing down invaluable insights to the younger QBs. Remember when he was just a rookie learning the ropes himself, quickly thrust into the limelight due to Tony Romo's injury? Well, it's Dak's turn to be the mentor, and this time, it's Trey Lance who's soaking up all the knowledge. What's the scoop with Dak and Trey Lance? Cowboys quarterbacks coach Scott Tolzien shared some inside info that's got us all excited. Dak's not just running plays, he's sharing the tricks of the trade with Lance. From nuanced play details to fundamental approaches, Dak is all in on grooming Lance for success. Tolzien, with a grin, noted how this mentorship enriches the quarterback room, sparking a collaborative spirit that's simply electrifying. And here's a bit more on Tolzien, a seasoned pro with a career that includes a stint with the Packers under coach Mike McCarthy. His experiences with top-tier talent like Aaron Rodgers have given him a sharp eye for what makes a quarterback room excel. So, what can we expect from Lance, the 2021 first-round pick and recent addition to the Cowboys? After a season adjusting to a new team and playbook, Lance is more ready than ever to dive deep into the Cowboys' strategies, learning from one of the best, Dak. Tolzien's praise for Lance's work ethic echoes the high hopes held when he first joined the league. It's clear the young quarterback brings not just talent, but a stellar attitude to the field every day. Now, speaking of Dak, did you know he's coming off a phenomenal season where he was a hair's breadth away from snagging the MVP title? Leading the NFL with 36 touchdown passes and 410 completions, Dak continues to impress with his dedication and leadership. Tolzien can't hide his admiration, describing working with Dak as an absolute joy. Looking ahead, what's the game plan for the preseason? Dak hasn't taken preseason snaps since 2019, and that trend is likely to continue. This means Lance could be under the spotlight, handling the majority of the action as he gears up for what might be a defining season, especially since he's hitting free agency at the end of the year. Let's dive into the latest twist in the Dak Prescott contract saga. This week, the NFL world watched as Jared Goff inked a massive 4-year, $212 million deal with the Detroit Lions. Many thought this might speed up negotiations for our own star quarterback, Dak Prescott, but it seems that's not the case. According to ESPN's senior NFL insider Adam Schefter, talks between Dak and the Cowboys haven't seen much progress following the Goff contract. Schefter dropped this bombshell during a live ESPN segment, revealing that, humorously, the Cowboys have advanced more in their negotiations with Netflix for a documentary series about team owner Jerry Jones than they have on a new deal for Dak. That's not the update we were hoping for, right folks? So what's the holdup? Well, even though Goff's contract has set a new benchmark that could theoretically help frame Dak's negotiations, it appears our Cowboys and the 3-time Pro Bowl QB are still at a standstill. Schefter hinted at the possibility of Dak hitting free agency in March, which means he could potentially wear a different team's colors next season. Can you even imagine Dak without the iconic navy blue star on his helmet? Dak's been a powerhouse for Dallas, wrapping up last season with league-leading stats including 410 completions and 36 touchdowns. Not to mention racking up 4,516 passing yards with a completion rate of 69.4%. His current contract, a 4-year, $160 million deal signed in 2021, carries a hefty $45 million cap hit for 2024. Clearly, securing a new deal would not only ensure Dak's place in Dallas, but also help balance the books. Just when you thought the offseason was going to be quiet, whispers of a potential blockbuster trade with the Kansas City Chiefs have started swirling around. What could this mean for our wide receiver core? Buckle up as we dive into the details of this unexpected twist in the Cowboys saga. Don't forget to click, subscribe, and support the team as we explore the details. Imagine the Dallas Cowboys, a team already brimming with talent but still fine-tuning its lineup, pulling off a trade that could add a new dimension to their offensive strategy. At the heart of this possible trade scenario is Kadarius Toney, the former first-round pick of the New York Giants, known as much for his explosive plays as for his rocky path in the NFL. Despite his undeniable talent, Toney has struggled with injuries and consistency, making his journey a bumpy ride from the bright lights of New York to the powerhouse Kansas City Chiefs. Now, with the Chiefs potentially ready to offload him to save on cap space, more than $2.5 million to be exact, the Cowboys might just have a golden opportunity. Could Dallas be the place where Toney turns it all around and lives up to his first-round pedigree? The potential addition of Toney to a receiver room that includes CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks could turn an already formidable group into one of the most dynamic in the NFL. But what would it take for the Cowboys to snag such a promising yet precarious talent? Considering the financial gymnastics involved, we're possibly looking at a late-round draft pick exchange. It's not about the high stakes, but about seizing a strategic opportunity. The Chiefs, dealing with their roster's financial and tactical dynamics, might view this trade as a savvy move, especially if they believe Toney's best days could still be ahead of him. For Dallas, this isn't just another trade. It's a calculated gamble on a player who once dazzled the league with 189 receiving yards in a single game against the very team he might soon join. Could he be the missing piece that turns the Cowboys' hopes of championship glory into reality? Let's have a look at some of the emerging talents as we navigate through this exciting transition period. It's a bittersweet time for us Cowboys fans. We've watched Tyron Smith wave goodbye as he heads to the Jets, and we're bracing ourselves for potential farewells to Zach Martin and DeMarcus Lawrence after this season. These are big boots to fill, folks. Each of these players has anchored our team for over a decade. Imagine the legacy they leave behind. But the big question looms: who's stepping up to the plate next? Jerry Jones and the front office aren't just sitting on their hands. They're eyeing the future with a sharp focus. We're talking about a youth movement here. The Cowboys are already grooming some young guns who could be our next legends. So, who are these budding stars? On offense, keep your eyes peeled for CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Smith. These guys aren't just playing. They're redefining their positions and have all the makings of future cornerstone players. After locking Lamb down for the long haul, we're looking at a duo that could light up the scoreboard for years to come. Now, about those new faces like Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe, these lads have shown flashes of brilliance, but are they ready to be the bedrock of our team? It's a tad early to say, but the potential is definitely there. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, Dak Prescott. His future with the team might be up in the air, but a new deal could firmly place him in the cornerstone category. Switching gears to defense, things are a bit murkier. Micah Parsons is a no-brainer. The guy's a force to be reckoned with and just needs that long-term commitment. But what about Trevon Diggs? His comeback from an ACL injury will be pivotal. If he returns to form, he could be a linchpin for our defensive strategy. And then there's Darren Bland. His versatility at CB has been a game-changer over the past 2 seasons. But is he cornerstone material? Time will tell, especially as we see how Diggs bounces back. With all this youthful talent, it feels like we're on the cusp of a new era for the Dallas Cowboys. But what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Who among these young stars will become the new faces of our beloved team? Drop your thoughts below and let's chat about the future of our team. And remember, if you're all about staying updated and deep diving into all things Cowboys, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep the conversation going and rally behind our team as we usher in this exciting new chapter. Go Cowboys!